earth, wind, fire, and rain. Few things man-made can stand up to nature's fury, and the Oroville Dam was no exception. In February of 2017, 188,000 people were evacuated from Oroville, California and the surrounding area. The reason for the evacuation was the emergency spillway above Oroville was being topped, and that was causing fast-moving water to erode soil in places that had never been tested with this amount of water since the dam was completed in 1968. The snowpack depth upstream from the dam was the fifth highest on record. The average rainfall for January through February in this area about 3.9 inches. The rainfall this area received in these 2 months was a record 17.89 inches of precip. These two factors created the perfect storm for the Oroville Dam. Of course, there were other contributing factors for the failure, but when pushed to the limits, Mother Nature will often have her way. Fortunately, the town and its residents were spared a catastrophic failure of the dam itself. The Oroville Dam is the nation's tallest dam at 770 feet. It's the second largest reservoir in California. Teardown and replacement of the 3,050-foot spillway would not be an easy task, with a deadline of November 1, 2018. Very few companies can take on a project of this size and scope. The challenge for the reconstruction fell to Kiewit Construction. Kiewit consistently ranks among the top 10 contractors by ENR. To meet the November 1, 2018 deadline, they would need to be as efficient as possible with both man and machine. The upper portion of the spillway, which is on level ground, has roller compacted concrete as a base and is topped off with concrete that is being placed by hand rotting the concrete and laser screed whenever possible. The challenge of the lower and much longer slope portions of the spillway required more imagination and problem-solving ability to find a screed that could meet a tight spec on a slope pour. The spec was to span 37 feet wide, travel uphill at a 4-to-1 slope, and have less than a quarter-inch plus or minus variation. Any screed that uses vibration was off the table because the vibration alone would send the fresh concrete sliding downhill. The only screed system that Kiewit could find that could meet the spec was the Lura roller screed and trolley system. The Lura roller screed system is being used around the world to solve some of the most challenging concrete placements by some of the largest construction companies and by some of the smallest two-man crews.